Welcome back to Proverbs 31 Life. As we come into the holiday season, I wanted to talk about holiday celebrations. There's a lot going on between Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and then all the other holidays that other groups of people celebrate. There's lots of expectations, there's lots of controversy, and there can be lots of pressure, and then this just completely ruins your holiday. So this is, I'm hoping to help you. It's getting busy. If you've got kids, then your kids are having all these parties at school. There's the Halloween, there's the trunk or treats, there's Thanksgiving, there's breaks, there's vacations, there's Christmas parties and plays, and then we're going to bounce right into the new year with Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day parties and all the things. And it's busy, it's expensive, okay? And it's stressful, not to mention you've got work parties and you've got family dinners and your church has activities and it's just constant go right now, coming into that, right? So I want to touch on some things that I wish someone would have told me and things that I feel like just need to be said out loud. And if you hear these things, if you say these things out loud, then maybe it will help take some of the stress out of your holiday celebrations. First is it is okay to keep or stop any previous tradition. If you are a wife, a mom, often we want our own traditions. We want to do things with our kids, and we only get one shot at this. But we are so pressured to keep doing what our parents did, what our grandparents did, what our spouse's family wants to do. We don't have time for our own, okay? Especially if you're newly married, everyone wants you at their house, and no one wants to give up a holiday, and in-laws can be hard to please. So it's okay. It's okay to say no. It is okay to say whatever. Do not give in to all the pressure for fear of trying to keep everybody happy, because everyone's going to be happy but you. And that's not what holidays are about. So there might be pressure to uphold traditions from either side of your family. If it works for you and you want to, absolutely go for it. But do not let anyone pressure you into doing anything that you don't want to do. You get to have traditions and memories with your family now. Make the holidays what you specifically want them to be. You can say no to anything that you do not have the time, energy, or resources for. This is just as hard as traditions. In this materialistic culture, everyone expects gifts from everyone else. If you have children, their teachers, friends, and Sunday school teachers do not all have to receive a gift. That gets expensive. That is a lot of pressure, time. I understand that you want to. Homemade gifts are great, but not everyone can afford that. That's okay. You don't have to. Do not give into this and put yourself in a bind trying to do what is expected, trying to do what everyone thinks that you should do. Every family member does not have to receive a gift either, okay? Many families draw names, or maybe they only buy for the children to keep costs down. And then again, we're going to go back into those parties. You or your child does not have to attend every party. You don't have to buy a gift for everyone at the party. You do not have to participate. You don't have to go buy 7 outfits for all the parties. This takes time, energy, and planning to be at all these places, buy all the things you need to do, make all the cakes and cupcakes and goodies and, whatever it is that you're supposed to take. And sometimes you just have to say no, because it's just too much. You're not enjoying your holiday. You're being a taxi, getting you and your kid everywhere they need to be and not enjoying anything. No is a complete sentence, okay? And you can use it. You do not have to agree with the culture. In this world of social media, we see everything everyone's doing, and it's easy to be like, oh, well, that looks fun, that looks cute, maybe I should do that, whatever. But you don't have to. We're coming into the holidays that are controversial. We do not participate in Halloween. And every year somebody makes a big deal about it on social media, saying that I'm depriving my kids of a childhood. Listen, my kids just want candy, okay?
Yeah.
We go like a day or two after Halloween when things are on sale. We buy the candy, we go home, and we're happy. But it's just candy. I am not ruining my children, and you are not ruining your children, because you do not dress them up, take them door to door knocking, begging strangers for candy. We try to live by principle, and the principle is, if it was the day before, the day after Halloween, and I sent you into a neighborhood, knocking on doors with a bag, with a mask over your face, saying, can I have candy? People would look at you like you were crazy. Why are we doing it on Halloween? Why is it acceptable then? It's not. So we just don't. We've heard it all, okay? But guess what? My kids are okay. We're not changing things. And you don't have to either. If you have participated in Halloween before, and maybe you've decided it's too whatever, we don't want to, maybe you were lost and now you're saved, maybe whatever. You don't have to have a reason, okay? You can just not. You don't have to justify that to anyone. You can do what you want to do, okay? We normally don't do like Valentine's Day either. My husband and I might do Valentine's Day with each other. We just kind of use it as a good excuse for a date night. Never on Valentine's Day though, because it's super busy. But we've also done like a date night in. We'll get pizza and a movie and chill out at home with the kids. But as far as like the Sunday school parties and we're taking in little Valentines and handing them out to everyone, we don't do that. I don't think it's appropriate for my kids to be giving out Valentines to other kids saying, be mine and I love you and, you know, I've only got eyes for you and things like that. That is adult conversation and we're just not doing it. If they want to have like a party and maybe we'll take in some candy or some cupcakes or whatever, but we're not exchanging Valentines. This is just, I don't know, maybe I'm weird. You can say that. That's okay. I'm not upset. But if you don't want to participate in all of these things, you don't have to. Like I said before, no is a complete sentence. If you don't want the clutter and overwhelming gifts, you're trying to be a little more minimalistic, you're trying to not be materialistic and have your kids expect, you know, $7,000 to be spent on them at Christmas, you can say that. You're allowed to have boundaries. This culture of, well, I'm giving you a gift, so you just have to be thankful and take it and appreciate it, and if not, then you're wrong, is insane to me. If I don't want my kids to get 29,000 things, then they're not going to get 29,000 things. Like, why is this a big deal? Talk with your spouse about the expectations you have and about the backlash that you can expect and how you're going to navigate that, because it will be there. There's things that we don't allow in our house. We don't do LOL dolls. We don't do Baby Alive dolls. We don't do SpongeBob. And I don't have to have a reason, but if I don't want my kids to have those toys, then don't buy them those toys. So, people are going to argue with you, so just talk to your spouse and how we're going to prepare for this. We've had our fair share of family arguments over some of these rules, and it gets better over time. Eventually people just stop talking about it, like they finally give up. And I mean, it's like homeschooling. If you homeschool, you're going to get all the comments and all the things, and eventually people are like, okay, whatever, like, and they finally just let it go. Just stick to your principles. And number 4, enjoy your holiday. With social media, it's too easy to see everyone else's picture-perfect holidays and compare it to your own. Don't do this. Enjoy what God has given you. Maybe you're not going on vacation. Maybe you don't have matching family pajamas. Maybe you don't have decorations for every single season, okay? I'm not that person. I wish I was, but I'm not, and I don't want to store it, okay? So I don't do that. We have Christmas. Got a few fall little things here and there, but we don't like decorate. And that's okay. Maybe you don't have the gas money and the finances to travel, you know, to both sides of the family this year. You're only going to one, or you're staying home. Don't be envious of someone else, of what you see on social media. You know, social media is a glimpse of what they want you to see. You don't see them arguing over where they're going before they get there. Okay, you don't see the temper tantrums. You don't see the credit card bills. Okay, so do not envy other people. Okay, this is a biblical principle anyway. Holidays are not about perfection. They are about family quality time and focusing on the Lord. You don't have to have the matching PJs. You don't have to have, you know, family Christmas pictures. You don't have to spend the money on the Christmas cards to send to everyone that's just going to throw them in the trash anyway. Do not get caught up in these expectations of our culture. For me, it's easy to envy the seasonal decorations, the family photos, the meals. Nothing I have looks like what the internet says it should be. But thankfully, the Lord gently reminds me that what I see online is probably a filter. It doesn't have to be perfect. But honestly, you know, like I said, we don't see the stress and the prep of those things. I choose to have stress-free holidays. I want to host, I want to cook, I want to bake, I want to clean, I want to do all the things. And it's not going to be perfect, and that's going to be okay. you know, the coleslaw might be too dry, or the potatoes might be too salty. Something like that is bound to happen. But that's not what it's about. It's not about perfection. No one's going to starve, so we're going to be okay. My children do not care about decorations. My children don't care about Christmas cards. They just want to be together. They want to see their family. They want to have fun in the kitchen baking and making Mrs. Claus's perfect sugar cookies. You know, that's what they want. They want the eggnog. Yes, they want the eggnog. But do what works for you. Do not feel pressure to overextend yourself, your family, your finances. It's not worth it. We are not trying to keep up with anybody. Okay, do what God has laid on your heart to do, what He has provided for you to do. Don't overextend that, okay? Keep Jesus, family, fun, and memories at the center of your holiday season. Until next time, stay in the Word, stay close to the Shepherd, and let Him lead you in paths of righteousness.